after falling 23-3 to the Miami Dolphins. Wow. Where do we even begin with this one? I mean, a non-existent offense in every. I mean, they had 177 total yards.
Geno Smith, man,
Geno Smith threw another interception. His total.
He only had 10 pass attempts or something like that.
He threw another interception. His total is now up to 23 total turnovers.
Holy cow.
Leads the NFL.
23 interceptions.
Well, not 23. That's altogether. I think he has 19 interceptions. I'm pretty sure Eli Manning has 18, right behind.
Hey.
Just saying.
Hey.
Wow. The Jets have a lot of problems here, man. They bring in Geno Smith after Mark Sanchez was pretty much run out of New York. Now
he's still there.
He's still there, but then you have yesterday the fans going crazy booing Geno Smith, man.
I don't think. Go ahead.
You finally, Rex Ryan probably was listening a few weeks ago when I was saying bring in Matt Sims.
We had a lot of people listening.
We have a lot of great listeners. Matt Sims finally got his shot. He didn't do much. He only completed 9 of 18 passes for 79 yards.
You didn't expect this guy to come.
I mean, I didn't expect much from Matt Sims. I thought maybe he'd lead him to a touchdown score, but at the same time, he didn't have many first team reps in practice. I know Rex said on Wednesday that he was thinking about giving him first rep practice, but that would have been later in the week.
I mean, I don't even know where to begin with this team. At first I thought it was not using the running game. Then I thought it was the turnovers. And then you kind of convinced me and thought it was Geno Smith. I think it's everything. I think they're just bad at everything.
They're
making a case of being the worst team in the NFL.
Before the season started,
and they're 5-7.
Before the season started, they were labeled as one of the worst teams in the NFL. If not, they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL, or at least at that bottom half. They are truly showing how bad they are right now.
Yeah, I mean, their front seven. Again, I still think their front seven is pretty decent. Sheldon Richardson, Muhammad Wilkerson are good players. They're good players on that front line. I still think that. But their second, D. Milner. D. Milner is just awful. What is wrong with the scouting system? D. Milner, the slowest wide receiver on the field is beating him on routes. He can't read a route. His tackling is awful. Oh my, he is so bad.
D. Milner had, in yesterday's game, you had he was guarding Mike Wallace on the play. Mike Wallace turns around, catches the ball, clearly had every opportunity to bring him down. Mike Wallace went right by him like it was nothing.
It was bad, man.
Like it was nothing. Here's the guy that you bring in because you're so confident in his abilities and this and that. And you know what? You're saying, forget about Revis. We're going to let him go. D. Milner, we'll start young. Let's see what we got. You got nothing.
Nothing. He is terrible. And even Antonio Cromartie's having a bad year.
I mean, I don't know what.
I don't know.
This organization.
Fans, man. Nobody deserves this. Nobody deserves this type of pain. I'm a Met fan, and hey, we're in some pain. The Wilpons are terrible owners. They don't spend money on players. They have terrible scouting system as far as the professional level. But man, the Jets are worse. The Jets are bad.
This organization,
they are bad.
Where do you go from here? Where does Rex Ryan keep his job?
He's gone.
He's gone.
I say he should be gone. How do you bring it? You need a whole total overhaul. A total overhaul. Total. Ryan gone. Quarterback gone. Offensive coordinator, defensive, all gone. Morningweg gone.
You know what?
Although Morningweg has been, I can't blame Morningweg because he doesn't have the players.
I mean, in the defense, like you said, the front seven
They're
solid.
good. Harris, Wilkerson,
They
Richardson,
need to
Pace.
They need to do something about the secondary because I mean you could throw a duck up on that secondary and they're not getting to that
I know.
ball.
LeBron Landry last year, he's gone. He's on Indianapolis. He was good for them. You know, Revis obviously was good for them, and he's gone.
I think
I don't know. I don't know.
You got 4 games remaining. In terms of the quarterback situation, I mean, you have David Garrard, but you can't start David Garrard at this point.
He might.
He might, but
Apparently, I heard today he might start, which
You
is going to be bad, dreadful.
you should have went
They're
to
bringing the guy off the street.
you should have went with David Garrard before you went to Sims at least. You know what I'm saying? You
I thought he was retired.
Nah,
Came out of retirement?
Nah, he's been with the Jets. He was with them early on.
He retired.
He did retire, but he
And
came
he
back.
came
to the
back.
Yeah, but before he was brought back with the Jets.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He signed with the Jets and then retired and then came back with the Jets.
And now the thing is, they should have brought him in before they brought in Sims. You know, he wasn't active yesterday, but that's just because he was inactive. He's healthy. He's came out and he said he's healthy and he's ready to play quarterback. However, he hasn't. So I mean, I don't think you could put Geno. I don't think you should put Geno back in.
You bench him for the rest of the season?
This kid needs to learn. Now, whether he's gonna learn or he's not gonna learn, that's a different question. But I think you got to bench him. You got to tell him, hey, if you want this, you got to earn it.
He's not earning it. I don't think he's going to earn it anyway. I don't think he... I never thought he was a good quarterback.
He didn't.
Look at Mike Glennon. He was on the bench, stepped up, bang, 3 wins in a row.
That's
Looks
it.
terrific.
That's it. Looks terrific. Had a tough game against Carolina, but still.
Carolina's the number 1 overall defense in the league.
Exactly. I know.
And then you can't tell the difference between a good quarterback. I can from my TV. Like, I'm sitting here. You're on the field looking at these guys. I can tell the difference from watching television. That Geno Smith just can't get it done.
Geno Smith really.
And Mike Glennon can.
He really.
Even though Mike Glennon will never be on the Jets.
He really looked like a Pop Warner quarterback. And
He's
it's
still belonging
pathetic.
at West Virginia.
It's pathetic. And it's a shame because the Jets have continued to have this problem of bringing in quarterbacks, and none of them have been able to lead them to where they want to be.
You're right. So, Joe, looking at the way this team is going, and looking, how the rest of the AFC is shaping out in their schedule, do the Jets win another game the rest of the season?
Honestly, I don't think they do.
Winless?
I think they go winless.
I agree.
Oakland will give them a test.
Oakland gave Dallas a sort of a test.
A huge test, man. If that fumble would have been recovered the other way, you got a whole different ball game over there in Oakland. With Oakland, and then there's no shot of them beating Carolina on the road. Cleveland,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
The way John right now, who's guard? Is Cromartie? Cromartie has to guard. If D. Milner guards, if D. Milner is guarding Josh Gordon, he will break the single season receiving yards.
Josh Gordon is some type of creature, man. This guy.
He will break the single game receiving yards if D. Milner is on him, but he won't be. Cromartie will be.
The only thing is, it's a matter of who's going to be quarterbacking for Cleveland. Apparently, Brandon Whedon, who actually started yesterday, was re-injured, suffered another concussion.
He's another terrible.
Campbell's out, so I mean, I don't even know who they have as a third string.
When Hoyer was the quarterback, he looked pretty good.
Yeah, well,
he's tore his ACL, so
that was short-lived.
So, who's worse, Joe? Brandon Whedon or Geno Smith?
Wow, that's a tough.
I'm gonna have to go with Geno.
Yeah, I might have to say Geno.
That's the only person Brandon Whedon might be better than. I think Chad Henne's better than Brandon Whedon.
I mean, there's some. Hold on, let me find these.
Let's go,
stats. Joe. These Geno Smith stats.
Geno Smith, has he combined the past 2 games to throw over 100 yards?
100 yards. He hasn't completed double-digit passes since his victory in New England. Double-digit.
I don't think I've seen a stretch of this, like a quarterback being this bad before.
Here. I
don't think I've ever seen it before, ever.
Geno Smith now has as many games with a single-digit total QBR, 6, as he has games with double-digit total QBR.
It's awful.
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 Here, hold on, it gets worse.
It's Worse.
Worse.
How could that possibly get any worse?
Geno Smith's total QBR was 1.6 in Sunday's start, and is 3.8 over his last 5 starts. He has made 5.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
He has made 5 straight starts with a total QBR under 15. Only one player has a longer streak than that since 2006.
Who is that?
Jamarcus Russell. And we all know what he's doing right now.
Jamarcus Russell. Geno Smith might end up just like Jamarcus.
On that list, you have Jamarcus Russell, who had a streak of 8 games. Geno Smith 5, Blaine Gabbert 4, that's an active streak. And then back in 2006, J.P. Lossman.
Oh, awful.
I mean, that's not a bunch that you want to be branched with. I'll tell you that much. You don't want to be branched with those guys.
You know, Jet fans,
Good luck.
You will not see a championship for a while.
Good luck.
You will not see a championship for a while. You need some savior, man.
At this
to
point,
come down from the heavens, get onto the MetLife Stadium field, and just start throwing BBs.
Just start doing something. But in the last
Jet fans, oh my goodness, this is awful.
With these remaining 4 games, I guess the Jets should just stick with Sims, give him a shot, see what he does, let him play an entire couple of games, maybe finish off the season, but do not put Geno Smith back in under center.
Do not, huh?
Do not.
No matter how bad Matt Sims does, do not do it.
Do not. You might as well put in your emergency player before you put in Geno Smith back in.
David Garrard will be there, so.
Do not put Geno back in.
Joe, who does better? Who does better right now? Geno Smith with his right arm or Mark Sanchez with his left arm?
You know, that would be interesting. I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Does Mark Sanchez come back next year?
I don't think you bring Mark Sanchez back. I don't think you bring Geno
I think
Smith.
Mark Sanchez is better than Geno Smith.
Oh, I think so, too.
Come on.
I think that the Jets just had enough with Sanchez, gave up on him.
He was bad, but
And
I mean, he's not this bad. This is pure. I can't even think of a word. This is how bad this is.
Awful. Well, if you're a Jets fan, enjoy watching 4 more terrible games.
If you're a Jet fan, look forward to the Nets and the Mets. Usually Jet fans are Met, and Islander fans.
Sounds like a rough year.
Rough year every year for New York Jet fans.
All right, we'll take our second break, come back with another update, head around the NFL. If we have enough time, get into the NBA. And, of course, we definitely don't want to talk about our New York Knicks tonight.
Oh, jeez.